The arrow of time. Have you ever tried to unbreak a teacup? Think about it. You're holding the pieces, the delicate porcelain shards cool against your skin. You remember the sound it made as it hit the floor, that sharp final crack. You can picture it perfectly. Whole, sitting on the shelf just moments before. Your mind can travel back there instantly, but your hands cannot put it back together. Not really. Not in a way that erases the event. This simple, frustrating experience is a tiny, personal echo of the single most powerful, most mysterious, and most ignored law in the entire cosmos. It's not gravity, it's not electromagnetism, it's the arrow of time. And today, we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to try to feel it, to see the universe not as a static place, but as a great, flowing river, carrying us all in one unstoppable direction. Most of us live our lives trapped in a beautiful illusion. We see time as a clock on the wall, a calendar on our phone, ticks and talks, days and nights. It feels uniform, predictable, reversible in our imaginations. We say, let's turn back the clock, or if I could do it over again. But the universe laughs at our calendars. It operates on a far grander, more profound scale. For the cosmos, time is not a measurement. It is a condition, a fundamental state of existence with a direction baked into the very fabric of reality, just as surely as up and down are baked into our world. So, where does this arrow come from? Why does it fly forward and not backward? Why can we remember the past, but not the future? The answers, my friends, are not in a simple equation. They are woven into the deepest mysteries of existence, touching upon creation, consciousness, and the ultimate fate of everything. Let's start with the most intuitive place, the world we see. Look around you. The ice cube in your drink melts. It never spontaneously refreezes in the glass. The log in the fireplace burns to ash. The ash never reassembles itself into a log. Your childhood room gets dusty and messy. It never spontaneously cleans itself. This is the law of increasing disorder, what scientists call entropy. Think of entropy as cosmic messiness. The universe has a relentless tendency to move from order to disorder, from concentration to diffusion. A sandcastle is a beautiful, intricate order of sand grains. The wind and waves come and they scatter that order, mixing it back into the vast, disordered beach. This process is, for all intents and purposes, irreversible. Now, imagine this on a cosmic scale. At the very beginning of everything, at the moment of the Big Bang, the universe was in a state of unimaginably perfect, hot, dense order. All the energy, all the potential for everything you see, the stars, the planets, you and me, was compressed into a single, searing point of near infinite order. And then it exploded. That was the first and most powerful pull of the cosmic bowstring. The arrow of time was launched. The universe began its epic, multi-billion-year journey from that pristine order towards ultimate, cold, diffuse disorder. Every process we see, stars fusing hydrogen into helium, galaxies spinning, life being born and dying, is just a footnote in this grand, cosmic story of transformation. It's the universe unwinding. It's the great sigh after the initial breath. But here is the first mystical twist. The fundamental laws of physics, as we understand them, don't actually have an arrow of time. If you were to watch a film of two atoms colliding and bouncing off each other, you couldn't tell if the film was playing forward or backward. It would look the same. The microscopic rules are, for the most part, time-symmetric. So, why does our macroscopic world have such a powerful, undeniable direction? This is where the magic begins. It's as if the universe operates on two levels. On the tiny quantum level, time is a blur, a suggestion. But when you take trillions upon trillions of these tiny, ambiguous events and put them together, a direction emerges. It's a phenomenon known as emergence. The arrow isn't in the bricks, it's in the cathedral. It's not in the individual notes, but in the symphony that only moves forward. Think of it like a deck of cards, perfectly ordered from ace to king. That's the low entropy, ordered beginning, the Big Bang. Now shuffle the deck. It becomes disordered. The chances of it shuffling itself back into perfect order are astronomically small. Not impossible, but so wildly improbable that for all practical purposes, it will never happen in the lifetime of 1,000 universes. Our universe is that shuffled deck, and we are living in the one-way process of the shuffle. But this is just the beginning of our journey, because this cosmic arrow doesn't just fly out there in the void of space. It flies right through you. It is the very essence of your experience. Let's talk about memory. Why do you remember your 5th birthday party, but not your 5th birthday party happening next year? It seems like a silly question, but it's profound. Your memory is a record of a past state of order. When you make a memory, your brain is physically changing, creating new connections, storing information. That process is irreversible. It increases the overall entropy in your brain, releasing a tiny bit of heat into the universe. Your very consciousness, your timeline of you, is a direct consequence of the arrow of time. Without it, there would be no narrative, no story, no cause and effect. There would just be being. This leads us to the most mind-bending frontier of all, the connection between consciousness and time. Some of the greatest thinkers, from mystics to physicists, have proposed a radical idea. What if the arrow of time isn't just something we observe? What if it is something we participate in? What if consciousness itself is the mechanism by which the universe crystallizes a single timeline from a fog of quantum possibilities? Think of the universe before any conscious observer. A particle here, a wave there, a blur of maybes. The act of observation, of measurement, is what forces reality to choose a state. This is the famous Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics. Now, scale that up. What if our continuous stream of consciousness is what continuously observes the universe into a coherent, forward-moving timeline? We are not just passengers on this river of time. We are the oars, helping to row it forward. Our perception is the engine of reality. This is a view that borders on the ancient mystical traditions, which have always said that consciousness and cosmos are one. The universe is experiencing itself through us, in a linear story, because that is the only way a story can be told. Now let's get truly futuristic. What does this mean for our dreams of time travel? The arrow of time is the ultimate prison wall. It's the one-way door. Going back in time would mean locally reversing the cosmic flow of entropy. It would mean unburning the stars, unscattering the light, unmaking every decision that has ever been made. It would be like trying to swim up a waterfall the size of a galaxy. But what about the future? The future is a different story. The arrow points there. We are all, in a very real sense, time travelers into the future. We are moving into it at a rate of 1 second per second. But could we go faster? According to Einstein's theories of relativity, yes. Time is not a universal clock. It's a fluid, personal experience. The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. If you were to travel at a significant fraction of the speed of light to a distant star and back, you would return to an Earth that is decades or centuries older than you. You would have leaped into the future. Even more magically, gravity warps time. The stronger the gravity, the slower time passes. At the edge of a black hole, where gravity is so immense that not even light can escape, time, from an outside perspective, nearly grinds to a halt. You could use it as a slingshot to catapult yourself millennia into the future. So, the future is, in theory, accessible. It is a destination. But the past is a ghost. It is a story we tell, a memory etched into the fabric of reality. But it is no longer a place you can visit. It is the ashes of the fire, not the unburned log. This brings us to the ultimate question. Where is the arrow flying? What is its target? Cosmologists have several visions of the end, and all of them are dictated by entropy. In one possible future, the universe continues expanding forever. Stars will eventually burn out. Galaxies will drift apart. The last black holes will evaporate in a faint whisper of Hawking radiation. All energy will diffuse into a thin, cold, uniform haze. The temperature will approach absolute zero. There will be no more hills to roll down, no more concentration of energy to exploit. This is the heat death of the universe. It is the state of maximum entropy, the final timeless equilibrium. The arrow has finally reached its target, and all movement, all change ceases. It sounds bleak, doesn't it? A cosmic winter that lasts for eternity. But here is the final, and perhaps most beautiful, mystical insight. In many spiritual and esoteric traditions, the end is always a new beginning. The breath out is always followed by a breath in. Some theoretical physicists, like those exploring conformal cyclic cosmology or the holographic principle, suggest that this ultimate state of maximum entropy, this featureless, timeless void, could itself become the seed for a new Big Bang, the great cosmic cycle, the Phoenix universe. The end of time in one universe becomes the singularity for the next. The arrow completes its flight, and in that very completion, a new arrow is nocked and drawn. We are living in the vibrant, chaotic, beautiful middle of this cycle, the brief flowering of structure between the fire of the beginning and the ice of the end. Your life, with all its joys and sorrows, its memories and hopes, is a direct conscious expression of this cosmic journey from order to disorder. You are the universe's way of experiencing its own story. So, the next time you drop a teacup and you stare at the pieces, don't just feel frustration, feel the awe. In that small, mundane catastrophe, you are witnessing the same immutable law that guides the spinning of galaxies and the burning of stars. You are touching the arrow of time. It is the reason you have a past to learn from. It is the reason you have a future to shape. It is the reason you are here, right now, able to ponder this magnificent mystery. You are not a stranger in time. You are time itself, experiencing itself. If this journey through the nature of time sparked something in you, if it made you see the universe and your place in it a little differently, then do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us to keep exploring these profound mysteries and bringing them to you. And I'd love to hear from you. The nature of time is vast, and every perspective is a new window. What do you think? Is time an illusion, a fundamental reality, or something else entirely? Leave a comment down below, and let's get a conversation flowing. This is a mystery we can explore together. For those of you who want to dive even deeper, to explore the ideas that our reality may be a cosmic projection, a hologram, where even time itself might be an emergent illusion, I've written a book that expands on these concepts. It's called Holographic Multiverse. In it, we explore how the arrow of time might fit into a reality that is far stranger and more wonderful than we can possibly imagine. If that intrigues you, The link to check it out is in the description below. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, the future is unwritten, and you are the author of your small but infinitely precious part of it. Until next time, keep wondering.